Welcome to my world. My name is Martin Jones and I am here to present to you on P2 Corporate Reporting, ACCA P2 Corporate Reporting. But as I say, there has been a problem with getting through the right channel. So I just want to make sure that you are with me now. What is the word highlighted over my shoulder? What is the word that is highlighted over my shoulder? Well, that was really quick. It looks like the chat room is responding really quickly today, so that's good. No delay at all. I hardly had a chance even to drink my sip of water. Fantastic, I'm coming through. Yeah, sorry about the delay. For once, we were all prepared and everything was looking lovely. And then I was talking to the camera, quite happy. No one was responding, and I thought it was a bit odd. And it turns out that I was actually going through a dead channel, and I was talking to myself. But now I am talking to you. Wonderful. And I want to talk about that word over my left shoulder. It's the word mentoring, and it refers to a mentoring session which is happening between you and me. It's next Monday, as you can see, immediately before our usual Monday evening session. We've got a Monday evening session from 6 till 8, just a usual Monday evening session, but we also have this mentoring session which is half an hour. The interactive course is called interactive because ideally we interact a lot, and you know, if I was teaching you another subject like maybe the P1 or P3 or F8 or one of those chatty subjects, then I would be interacting with you an awful lot. But it's the nature of P2 corporate reporting that it's a lot of one-way traffic. You do communicate with me, of course you do. But it is a lot of one-way traffic in the context of corporate reporting. There's lots of information that I have to convey to you and only 16 hours to do that in. So not much opportunity for interacting during the usual 2 hours. But there is a chance for us to interact next Monday. So, you know, bring your questions. They can be questions about tonight, or they can be questions about evening 1, 2 or 3, but they can also be questions about some of the videos that you've seen and some of the information that are on later recordings that are further on in the syllabus that you've been looking at through the interactive library. They can be on anything, in other words. I will probably focus on stuff that we have already done together tonight and the previous 3 evenings, but I'm quite happy to open it up right across the entire syllabus. You have, of course, the entire course available to you in the library already. It's been there since the start of the course, so some of you guys might go a little bit ahead, in which case that'll be fine. I'll talk about whatever you want to. It's only half an hour, so I'll just do my best to answer as many questions as I possibly can, and then we'll start the evening's work at 6 o'clock and do a usual evening. Well, we got a usual evening tonight, so let's get straight into it without further ado. So I'm going to say goodbye to that fella and say hello to this fella. Have I got oh, there we go, lovely. The subject of tonight's study is current issues. As I mentioned, got the wrong kind of pen here, so what do I want here? Medium chisel is my favourite. Smashing job, looking nice. So here we go, and here we go. So it's current issues is the subject for tonight, and current issues is a somewhat odd subject that touches on all other subjects, but is a subject in its own right. It's a very odd thing to study, frankly, and for that reason, it's a rather odd thing for me to present on. But I'll do my best. So the syllabus has got 2 big blocks of knowledge, and the 2 big blocks of knowledge are the group accounting, which we've finished now, the group accounting, and the financial reporting, which is all your provisions, performance, lease accounting and deferred tax, all that kind of stuff is usually referred to as financial reporting. So you've got your financial reporting and you've got your group reporting, and sitting in the middle here we have the subject over my shoulder, current issues. And current issues works like this. These are simply issues that are current in corporate reporting. That's all it means. And it's a massive wobbly subject that incorporates all sorts of nonsense, quite frankly, and good stuff as well. And it is simply as stated over my shoulder. I'm going to give you a little bit more. We're going to go more into it, give you more of a feel. This means it covers subjects that people are writing about. Now that's probably the key sentence, and I'll come back to that in a moment. This means it covers subjects that people are writing about. And then I want to address this next thing. This next thing was a misunderstanding by some students. In the last examination, apparently I found out from the examiner himself that apparently students didn't quite understood what current issues meant, and they thought it only meant a certain thing. It does mean this thing, but it doesn't just mean it, it means other things as well. What is the thing? This does include development projects under consideration by the International Accounting Standards Board, the IASB. This does include development projects under consideration by the IASB. And the International Accounting Standards Board sits down on Cannon Street. I'll be cycling past them actually on the way home from here. And in that building they issue standards, they develop standards, and they have certain projects. Now if we wind back a few years, to 2009, say for example. In 2009 there were a whole load of current issues that were under development. There was this project, there was that project, there was this project, there was that project, there was this project, there was that project, and there's the other project. And there's the other one as well. Oh, and there's the other one. So there were lots and lots of projects that were under development by the IASB at the time. So all that Graham did in 2009, 2008 and 2007 is he just picked one of the projects and examined it, and that's all he did. And therefore it is true to say that current issues does mean projects under development by the IASB. But unfortunately some students thought that that's all it means. And to be honest with you, that's patently wrong, because now there are only 3 subjects that are under development by the IASB. Most of the subjects have all been closed out and they haven't opened up new ones, or at least not in detail anyway. And the 3 subjects are financial instruments, revenue and leases. Leases, financial instruments and revenue. And what I'm going to tell you is that although those 3 subjects definitely are current issues, don't get me wrong, they are not hot for examination by your examiner, Graham Holt. He's already examined those 3 already, sometimes twice. And therefore they're just not hot for examination. I admit they are hot at the IASB, but you're not attending the IASB, you're attending an examination. And I think it's rather unlikely that any of those 3 are going to get examined. It's true they're current issues, but current issues isn't just things that are under development by the IASB. It's much wider than that, much, much wider than that. But current issues also includes areas of contention and change. Whoa, fancy words. Change just means change. The current issues also includes areas of contention and change in corporate reporting. Yeah, I think I'll add that.